We're live. Let me share this. Okay, we're live. Sorry about that. I wanted to get shared out the link. If you guys don't mind coming in, delayed right there for a short period of time, I apologize for that. I've got worldwide leaders sports pulled up real quick. We're just gonna go over some stuff. I don't even think it's even worth anything to talk about here, as far as we're gonna make sure that we're going to look at the Compa Box scores and just look at that real quick. But I think we all know Jake Paul landed more shots. He even indicated that he was wanting to knock out Mike, but not really. He was afraid to get hurt himself. So you could just tell that with Tyson that there could be any moment that if Jake would have pushed the issue even more, that I think Mike maybe gets lucky and catches him. The problem with Mike, and I think a lot of the fight, especially after that first 2 rounds, was Mike's legs looked like they were just like, I don't know. He had a knee brace on one. He said he wasn't going to use that as an excuse. But he's 58, guys. I don't care if he has no knee brace, copper fit, whatever you want to put on. The guy's just older, and not taking anything away from Mike Tyson and anything in that nature. They're showing highlights right now on ESPN in the 3rd round. There was just something where Mike got rattled a little bit and could have fell over. Jake was nowhere near. I mean, first, second round, there might have been a punch or two that Mike did that makes you think, though, he had a chance. But, I mean, it really wasn't. And if you really look at it, he's really flat-footed. What do you expect? He's 58. Really flat-footed. Didn't have much bounce to his step. So this was not just about Mike being older. He just didn't have it in him. Now, Mike wants to get paid again. At the end of the fight, you heard him say, are you done? No, I think I can do more. That's what he kind of said. And then he said, maybe I'll fight his brother. And Logan responded with, Mike, I'll kill you. So who knows? Would people watch it? Yes. And everyone can complain. There was a crowd booing. People were online complaining. What were you expecting? There was a 58-year-old man versus a 27-year-old man. And it wasn't like a 27-year-old man who works at Bustler's gas station or Thornton's gas station, wherever you live, if there's a Bustler's or a Thornton's or a Sky or whatever they're called, whatever gas station you live by. But this was somebody who was in shape, at least boxing other people. And you can say all you want that it's scripted, it's rigged, whatever. The same people saying it's scripted or rigged would have been the same people laughing at Jake Paul if he would have lost. Oh, ha, you lost. Ha, ha, ha. But then whenever he doesn't lose, well, it was rigged. Or, he fought another old man. It makes no sense with it. I mean, either you were just rooting for Mike and you want him to win, or you just really hate Jake Paul. Jake Paul won the fight. Yeah, exit strategy. Jake Paul did win the fight. It went all the way. It went the distance. There were 2-minute rounds. It went to the 8th round, and Jake Paul took care of business as far as winning in points. And it wasn't even close, guys. I think it was like 90-something punches thrown by Mike Tyson, but there was like over 100 and something for Jake Paul. Jake landed like, I don't know, upwards of 28% of his, and Mike didn't. I mean, Mike was really low percentage. Let me see if we can get anything else. Yeah, other than that, I thought it was a good fight. I never thought at one point in time that Mike was going to be able to catch Jake. Like, everybody kept saying that, no problem, exit strategy. Everybody kept saying, oh, Mike is going to catch Jake one time or the other. And round by round, we can look at it finally here. That was round by round. They were just talking about like each round, but I kind of wanted to see the compute box scores. But yeah, so yeah, I just don't. I mean, there was nothing to this, guys. Now the Amanda and Taylor fight, Amanda versus Katie. Wow, what a fight! Now everybody let's talk about that one real quick, okay? Let's talk about that one. Yeah, well, Mike didn't slack back. Mike couldn't come back. I don't think Mike slacked back. I don't think Mike had it in him to be the 27, 28-year-old version of Jake Paul, which is was Mike was way better than what Jake is at 27, 28. He just didn't have it in him to do that. And if anybody slacked back, it was Jake. Jake at the end of the fight was asked, "Did you try to knock him out?" And Jake said, "I tried my best, but I honestly was a little afraid to go all in on it because he still can hit and he can still hurt." So in the back of Jake's mind, he was playing his own mind game up here. He was like, I know I can beat this guy. He's slow. I got him, but I'm afraid about that one punch, and I don't want to be a laughing stock. So he held back. If anybody held back, it was Jake Paul. Mike Tyson may have held back because his body wouldn't allow him to, but Jake Paul held back because he didn't want to get catch. He did, yeah, he didn't want to get caught. Imagine if he would have got caught and hit by Mike Tyson, and everybody would have said, "Oh my God, you got knocked out by a 58-year-old man whose legs look like they were permanent broken stilts made of wood that don't even freaking move." They just like Mike Tyson's legs looked like they didn't even bend. Like his knees, they were bent, but it just didn't look like he had any movement in his legs at all. Let me go. Let me talk about Amanda and Katie fight. Wow. Okay. Now everybody wants to talk about Katie lowering her head. I said Amanda would win that fight. I was wrong. Will there be a third fight? I don't know. Maybe she'll let her. But after saying what she said after the fight, I don't see how she's gonna let her. I wouldn't. Yeah. I wouldn't let. If I was Katie, I wouldn't fight Amanda again. They used. Okay. If you know how Katie fights, she fights with her head down, looking up at you, coming in, punch, punch. My head's going down. My head's coming up, punch, punch, punch. My head's going down. Okay? Now you can say, oh, that's saw blading or headbutting or whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, you knew that. And you kept saying that your fighter, Amanda, kept saying that, oh, the first time I ever got cut was fighting Katie because she headbutt me then, and that's all she ever does in earlier fights. Well, if you knew that, then you need to be jabbing, jabbing, stepping, moving out of the way as she's starting to come in, hit her over the top. You can't, I mean, I know you wouldn't be able to do it all the time, wishful thinking, but in the same sense, if you knew that, then don't play into her game if you think that's her game. I do not think Katie's doing it on purpose. I don't think Katie's like, oh, headbutt. I just don't. I seen the fight. She's doing this. She's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. She come in for a hug. She didn't always come in for a hug and go boom, boom, boom. She didn't do that. It was accidental. And you got to remember, if you're watching boxing, you have a right-handed boxer and a left-handed boxer. The way they stand, the way they come in, their heads are going to collide sometimes because of the different stance of the hands, the way they fight, the left-handed versus the right-handed. That's going to occur. Roy Jones Jr. was saying it on there. He even said himself, and he's an actual boxer who knows what he's talking about. I just get to watch it. And my favorite boxing stuff to watch is the Rocky Balboa movies. I love that. I love that stuff. Let me get to the CompuBox. I want to look at that real quick. If I can find it. I didn't see it right off the bat. I thought ESPN would have it. Like I have my little computer pulled up here. Live updates. Let's just go fight results real quick. But yeah, I thought it was I thought it was good for what it could be. I wouldn't want to see it again. I hope he never fights Tyson again. I don't know if Tyson should fight Jake Paul. I don't think he should. But yeah, no, I don't think that at all. See if we can find anything here. Tyson should retire. Yeah, he probably should. Probably should, honestly. Yeah, most of the judges 80 to 72, 79, 73, 79, 73 shouldn't even been anything to it. Everybody was talking about the unique rules. I don't think there really was too much to it, but everybody's like worried about the gloves. The gloves are 14, I think, instead of 10 on the ounces. Um, yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't think, and I don't think the fight was weak. I got a text message immediately said the fight was weak from a person. Let me tell you something. The guy was 58. Y'all just wanted Mike Tyson punch out. That's what you want. You didn't get it, and it's a complaint. It's a complaint. But I promise you, and I'll probably end the live here soon on this. I promise you, if Mike Tyson would have knocked out Jake Paul, y'all wouldn't have been saying that. You would have been saying the fight was great. Jake Paul got knocked out. Mike is better. All this stuff. But because he didn't win and Jake didn't knock him out, everybody's saying, oh, well, Jake let the old man go the distance. Jake's not as good as what you think and all this crap. You ever thought that Mike Tyson's just one tough cookie? He just maybe too stubborn to go out. One of the other really cool things about the fight was Mike always biting his glove, and some of us thought it was mouthpiece. I heard the announcer kept saying, no, this is a habit he's had for his career. He bites his gloves. And then Mike clarified. He said, that's just a habit I have of biting my gloves. And they said, why is that? He said, I don't know. I have a biting sensation or something of that nature. And then the reporter jokingly said, oh, I do. I'm aware of that. I might want to move. So it was funny to say that at least. But yeah, I just think I still can't pull that up that I want to pull up, which is just freaking bullcrap. Let me go over here. Let's do it. Okay. Try one more time to try to find it. Three people here. I appreciate y'all coming in to watch. We're just going over. Yeah, I noticed Mike Tyson was breathing heavily a lot in that fight. So yeah, Jake Paul defeats tired-looking Mike Tyson, and show more. Let's look at this real quick. Yeah, the shorter rounds that helped Mike. I mean, if these would have been 3-4 minute rounds, Mike wouldn't have made it to 8. He wouldn't have made it to the eighth round. Unanimous decision, and Paul landed. Here we go. This is what we wanted to get to real quick. We're going to end on these little notes. So Paul landed 78 of 278 of his punches, while Tyson connected with just 18 of his 97 of his own. Think about that. I mean, Paul threw 278 punches. Mike Tyson threw 97. He only connected with 18. Jake landed 78, connected with 78. Paul improves to 11-1. Tyson falls to 50-7. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I'm glad to see Mike Tyson try. I'm kind of glad that Jake did not go out there and try to knock him out. Someone just said it was horrible. Were you meaning the fight or the fact that Tyson? Yeah. Oh, I love Rocky movies. I was going to say, look, it was horrible because Mike Tyson is 58 years old. Mike Tyson is 58. His legs, man, they look like, I told you, they just look like wooden puppet legs, because they were so stiff, They didn't look like they had any life in it at all. Geppetto and the Jiminy Cricket was going to have to come visit him to make those legs a real boy again so he could move. I'm telling you, that was the saddest part of it. But I will say this, at least he got out there and tried. You got to give him that. And it was not the best fight to watch, but I will say this again. If Mike Tyson would have knocked out Jake Paul, the same people saying that these fights are rigged, or the same people just hating so much on Jake Paul would have said that was a darn good fight and Jake got what was finally coming to him. That's what would have occurred. And but it didn't. And so now we all get to see what it was like and what it was for. It said Tyson did say he wanted to fight. His brother. I don't know, guys. I don't know if he should fight the brother, but we'll see. All right, we're gonna get out of here. You guys just heard what I thought. Katie did her thing. Yeah, wait until you get that age. You see, your legs, they just don't move like that. And even if you stay in really good shape, your legs are still going to be a little bit slower. They're going to be a little bit slower. Yeah, and Logan may have lost more fights than his brother and all this kind of stuff. I don't know, guys. I think Logan's a little bit more meaner. Maybe he would have took it to him. I think Jake held himself back. I think Jake did not go for the knockout because he was afraid he would get knocked out.